Age of War is one of the best Flash games of all time, and it is legitimately impossible to beat impossible difficulty unless you use one of a select few strategies. So I'm going to show you how to beat Age of War 1, 2, and 3, yes, there's a third, on the hardest difficulty. These each have incredibly specific strategies, so whip out your notepads if you want to learn how to do this yourself. We're going to wait till there's a few of them out and about, and we can use our meteor shower. Try to hit at least 2, because then we can get our egg turret. There we go. Then we just spam clubmen. They have so much health. A big part of this challenge is spamming clubmen and letting your egg turrets do all the work. You want to keep the enemy troops near your base to let the turrets get insane value. I'd like to wait for a few more dino riders. It's not good that they sent only one out. We have our meteors ready, and he just one-shots us. You need to get max value from your meteor special on the dino riders during the Stone Age. As they upgrade to Medieval Age, we stay in the Stone Age. This is so we can utilize the best turret in the game, the egg turret. Until we get to the modern age, it is the only turret we use, and it is our ticket to success. Anyway, one of the main ways you beat this game, do you see how the shadow under their feet is so incredibly dark, but when they're alone, it's so not dark? When they clump up, they all hit at the same time. So you have, essentially, you can have 5, 10, 20 clubmen swinging at the same exact time, and they can just one-shot most troops, which is the main way you beat this game. I can get another turret spot for $1,000, and we can put another egg turret for 200. $3,000 is the next turret spot. Like, these guys just don't take any damage from our troops whatsoever. I'm not going to spawn anymore until they get to right here where we can one-shot them. Just watch that drop shadow under their feet get darker and darker. That shows you how many people we got. They're already in the Renaissance age. Okay, we have 3,000. We can get another turret spot. And we can now get another egg automatic. This challenge pretty much turns into a sacrifice hundreds of fathers and husbands while abusing chickens challenge. Don't tell PETA. They might jump on the train and figure out a new way to mistreat animals. Look at how little damage the meteors do to the higher level troops. This is why we need to stack clubmen to do insane damage. Shout out to these chickens being held hostage and their eggs being used as... their literal offspring being used as ammunition. Oh, and we can actually buy our next turret and get egg automatic. And we can't build any more turrets, so we kind of just have to sit here and spam. This is the job right here. We're just spamming clubmen. My fingers hurt. I'm switching what finger I'm using. They're already in the military age. The reason you upgrade to modern age and not any of the other ones is because not only do they have a lot more health in this age, but the turrets are actually good in the modern age. So we can actually do this. We can sell one of these and buy a double turret, and now we are actually fine. So now we just have to wait till we get a lot more money and can buy more turrets. There we go. We can buy another turret. And now we just sit back and relax and wait for the money to roll in and buy more turrets and then upgrade to the next age as fast as possible. That was almost 20k XP it gave us. And we can get to our next turret. And there we go, we're in the future age now. We can buy an ion ray for $100,000, and that's what we're going to do. It's not even worth it to waste your money here on troops, because we just need to get to 100k and get an ion ray ASAP. Put it on the bottom turret slot and try to get it to shoot the enemy base. One more kill? Yes, one more kill. First ion ray. I can actually sell this guy right now. Yeah, there we go. Ion ray number 2. And we've already done some damage because stray shots are hitting the enemy base. The ion rays can't target the enemy base, but once they kill an enemy, the shots they'd fired when he was still alive will damage the enemy base. So you just have to wait for enough stray shots to hit. That was over 1,000 damage off of that one guy. It's crazy that some of the shots just straight up miss. Like, they can be shooting at the guy and he's still alive, and yet it still hits the enemy base like we just saw that one do. There we go, number 4, and we should beat the game very soon. And that's how you beat Age of War 1 on Impossible mode. Now on to Age of War 2 on Insane mode. Insane, here we go. So we have to start with a tower and an egg turret. We're going to take a little bit of damage because we don't need those meteors hitting our boys, and then we're going to start sending our boys out. And we're going to use a lot of slingers here because the support long range is one of the only ways to beat this difficulty. And it's a kind of similar strategy to the first game where when they're all standing in the same spot where they spawn from, they can all hit the next troop if they have the range to. And we're going to upgrade support range because we wanted to let them hit from further. It is 7,000 XP to get to the next age, so we won't be using our Meteor Rain at all because that costs XP in this game. It's an interesting mechanic, but it kind of takes away a major part of the game, in my opinion. But it's good that there's more ways you can actually customize your game, if you will. Similar to the first game, this is a lot of having your back against the wall and just needing to play defense for the first part of the game. The best way to speedrun Insane Mode in Age of War 2 is by letting Spear Spartans in the second age kill the enemy base. It requires some luck, and let's just say on stream I messed up the strategy and I did it the old-fashioned way. But here's how it's supposed to happen. This time I'm going to do it on 2x speed, which is optional. You're supposed to upgrade your support range twice, then your damage twice, then your support range to max eventually, all while spamming slingers strategically. Once you get to like 8,000 XP, you can upgrade to Spartan Age, and once they get close to your base, you spam Spear Spartans. Use your Lightning Strike when you can, and once the enemies are out of range of your turret, sell it and keep spamming Spear Spartans. And you just let them get to the enemy base and kill it. If you make it to the enemy base but armored Spartans come out, you've lost. They're just too hard to kill, and when trying to complete it this way, I got so close a few times but got smacked in the face by the armored Spear Spartans that came out. You can beat it in under 3 minutes on 2x speed this way. It only took me a few tries as well, so go try it yourself and let me know how it goes. If you enjoy my content and want to show extra support and allow me to keep making the best content I can, you can join as a member on Patreon or here on YouTube. When you do, you get access to videos early, a shout out in videos, and some other fun perks. The links are down below, and if you can't do that, subscribe. It helps more than you could imagine. And so with some luck and a few attempts, we beat it in 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Let me know your time in the comments. Now on to Age of War 3, otherwise known as Army of Ages, due to a legal dispute between the developer and the publisher. So, Insane Mode. During the tutorial, if you don't skip it, you can beat the game without them ever sending out any aliens. We can then actually do the tutorial. Build the water gatherers. Cool. Build a turret. Cool. Build an infantry tent. Cool. It's going to tell you now to build another long-range troop spawner, but we are not going to do that. We're just going to wait till we got some money here, and we're going to just upgrade these guys to max. Because we are still in the tutorial, there are no aliens spawning. Look, there's no red dots on our map. Once you have them all maxed out, you come back over here, and they're just going to overwhelm their turrets. And you just watch its health go down. Because they are not spawning anything, this just goes on, and you just watch this 5,000 health turret die, and then you watch this 10,000 health turret die, and then you watch this 10,000 health turret die, and then you kill the alien nest. Now, I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch that, so we're going to actually go and play the game legitimately, but that is how you do it. Because the timer usually starts after the tutorial has ended, technically you can do this in 0 seconds, but we're going to restart now and play it legitimately. Legit run. There we go. New game, Insane. Alright, skip tutorial, render animations, and start the timer. There we go, we can now buy boars. There, $470. One of the best ways to get bang for your buck with your turret is to not upgrade it at all. Because when you evolve to the next age, it sells all your turrets. However, turrets only sell for their base amount. So if you upgrade them, you're not getting the upgrade money back, you're only getting the base price back. So, not upgrading their damage is the best way to get the most bang for your buck when you evolve. One of my least favorite parts of this game is how, when you evolve, you lose everything you own. That is the worst thing about this game. You lose literally everything you own. We want the Knight and the Trained Eagle. First I'm going to get the Eagle. It's a much faster paced game than Age of War 2 is. Wait, the Eagles throw a knife. Look, they throw a knife. What? I did not know that's what they did. And we can evolve now. Do we get any money? 564. Oh, we get 2 grand. Oh, it counts as selling everything pretty much. We're gonna hit a few of these. Upgrade their damage. And every time you evolve, you just end up back at your own base playing defense. I'd like to get Steam Bird as well. We don't have enough money for that at all. Look at these weird steam dogs. Wheels were invented by then. There's literally wheels on the thing and they choose to use legs that rotate. Let's get a little Steam Bird, and then what else should we get? I think Steam Knight perhaps? Where is he? There he is. Was steampunk even a real thing, or is it just like a figment of our imagination? I actually don't know. I'm very unsure. I do like how in this game they let you keep the special attacks from the previous eras. Although they all suck except for Arrow Rain, because Arrow Rain is the only one that actually hits air as well. Age of War or Age of War 2? I mainly played Age of War 1. That was my favorite, but Age of War 2 is classic as well. So they're kind of overpowering us now. I'd like to evolve to the next age soon, please. Give us a few more XP. There we go, ready to evolve. When I evolved from Steampunk to the Modern Military Age, I purchased attacking troops before Water Gatherers because when you evolve, the aliens stay on the field even though you lose everything, both turrets and troops. They push closer to your base, so the Water Gatherers not only wouldn't fight that well against them, but they wouldn't be able to gather water without dying anyway. How much health are we taking? No, we're not losing that much health, it's okay. The good thing about fighting on at your base is that when you respawn, you're right there in the action, but they have to respawn and come all the way along. So it's actually a very good balancing mechanic. It's not even like, they didn't even mean it to be one. It just happened that way, and it's such a good balancing mechanic. I'd like to now get some assault hummers and tanks as well. We actually do have the money for them. Cool. I like to upgrade the spawn rates of the heavier troops that take longer to spawn, because otherwise all the smaller units that respawn faster take up the 30 unit housing space. So it's a good way to level out the playing field and get more of the heavier troops. Also, the wheels aren't even turning on this Hummer. You tell me how that works. He's just sliding along. He's riding dirty, man. They see me rolling. He just hit a crossover too. He's going back and forth, man. We're already like getting there. I'm sad now because I'm gonna need to evolve like very soon. So we're actually doing damage to the enemy, to the alien nest, but I don't think we're gonna actually be able to beat it because they're just gonna keep respawning and killing our guys. And we can evolve. Nice. Then let's get this one as well. I like assault ship. And the good part is now we can actually use the specials because we don't need to upgrade it or evolve anymore. So we can just go super crazy sicko style on these fools. And there's no cooldown, so you can just keep spamming them. And the Arrow Rain, which is from the medieval age, which only costs 1000 XP, is the best one because it actually hits air as well. We can literally just keep spamming arrows. I will do newer Kingdom Rush games. I will indeed. I also want to do, what's the new one coming out? Alliance? No, Genesis, right? I want to do Genesis when it comes out as well. That's going to be fun. Oh! I was even looking at my screen. And that's how you speedrun all 3 Age of War games on the hardest difficulty. Try it out and put your times in the comments below and mention what platform or website you played them on because sometimes that makes a difference in the game's code, difficulty, and your time. Thank you for watching, and thank you to my YouTube and Patreon members. You guys help keep the channel running and let me make the best videos I can. If you want to join, check the links in the description. And check out the video on screen too. See you next time.